Hello, friends. Welcome back. Stay tuned on the air. CoachAMillerLight on the scene, and Cinnamon is on the set, as you can see. Hello, Cinnamon.
As you can see, things are working out for me. On my way. I'm sure as heaven that everything is going to be okay.
Yes. Sure as heaven. We are going at it again, once again today with Conversations with God. The links will be in the description to the YouTube Conversations with God and also Audible Conversations with God. If you don't have Audible, your first book with them is free. So this would be a great one to get as your first book because it's the trilogy. You get all three in one and it keeps track, it keeps your place for you. So it's absolutely awesome. I'm really, really loving it. Cinnamon, what do you have for us today?
Okay, well, let's get right to it. Just continuing on from yesterday. And what they're saying here is the task of differentiation becomes easy. It should not be difficult, even for the beginning student, to identify the highest, the clearest, and the grandest. We put together some laws and some rules for ourselves yesterday, thinking that it wasn't going to be easy. And today they're telling us it's easy, even for the beginner. So, yet will divinity give me these guidelines? Thank you, divinity, for giving me the guidelines. The highest thought is always that thought which contains joy. Want to see some joy? Right here. Joy. The clearest words are those which contain truth, and the grandest feeling is the feeling which I call love. Joy, truth, and love. These three are interchangeable, and one always leads to another. It matters not which order they are placed. Having with these guidelines determines which messages are higher power and which have come from another source, which is what we were talking about yesterday.
Right, yes.
The only question remaining is whether all that is messaged will be heeded. Most of the maker's messages are not. Some because they seem too good to be true. Others because they seem too difficult to follow. Many because they are simply misunderstood. And most because they are not received.
Interesting.
So chapter 5 says, Goddess' most powerful messenger is experience.
Okay.
Most powerful messenger is experience. And even this I ignore. Especially this, I ignore. I ignore my experiences. My world would not be in its present condition were I simply to listen to my experience. The result of me not listening to my experience, I keep reliving it over and over and over again. The Most High's purpose will not be thwarted, nor his will be denied. I will get the message. Sooner or later. Source will not force me to, however. They will never coerce me, for they have given me free will. Thank you, divinity, for the free will. The power to do as I choose. And divinity will never take that away from me. Never.
Okay.
So the maker will continue sending me the messages over and over again throughout the millennia and to whatever corner of the earth or the universe I occupy.
Ah, ta-da.
Okay. Endlessly will source send me its messages until I receive them and hold them close, calling them my own. Divinity's messages will come in 100 forms and 1,000 moments across 1,000,000 years. I cannot miss them if I truly listen. I cannot ignore them once I truly hear them. Thus will our communication begin in earnest.
Okay.
Where in the past, I would only talk to all that is, praying to source, beseeching divinity. Yet now, can the maker talk to me?
Woo! Yay!
A little bit more in chapter 5, but that's as far as I got. As you can see, I'm here with divinity. So
yes.
That's
Great.
where I am. But divinity is now talking to me.
Yes.
All the way down.
You know, I love the point in here about most of the messages are not received, some because they're too good to be true. Isn't it interesting that here's the Almighty saying, you can be, do, and have anything you can imagine. You are the creator of your reality. I'm speaking to everyone all the time. I'm communicating, better said, I'm communicating with everyone all the time. Things are working out. You cannot not win. We all will go home. This is the message. And it's, oh, that's just too good to be true. It must be that something not that. And I also think it's interesting that many of the messages are not received because they're misunderstood. Yeah. Oh, it's funny.
It's a little wet out here, so not much traction.
To understand the message, right? They're not received because they're misunderstood. Yeah. If we don't know what our emotion is and know that that is communication from the higher power, and that when I have that plus emotion, it means keep going this way, that the broader perspective, source energy, knows where I am, knows where what I like is. It's like the GPS. It sees it all. It has the map and knows the route, knows where traffic is. It knows the faster path. It knows the route and is giving me turn by turn, thought by thought instructions. So knowing that would be essential if I'm going to understand the guidance. So I love the idea of understanding this guidance that we are being given. And I love the idea of getting in the game. And of course, it's great. What do I expect the Most High to have a she decent message? Like, of course, it's the greatest message. Of course, it's everything's working out. Of course, it's you can. We're the child of the Most High. We are the offspring of all that is. Of course, it's great. So, interestingly enough, coming to terms with that we can and we are, and we have the power. So I love that. And I also love the joy, truth, and love. You know, it's helpful. It's a good guideline. Is it joy, truth, love? And that they're interchangeable and they're always, one leads to the other. So is it joy? Is it truth? Is it love? And as we're doing these shows and we're getting these rules in place, then just a matter of keeping on with it, keeping going and training myself into understanding that joy, truth, and love are saying, go this way. This is the way. This is the path. This is the path that will lead me to that which I choose. And I feel good along the way. So that's great. Isn't that really what I'd like anyway? Everything I choose because I think I'd feel great if I had it. So if I feel good along the way and that emotion is letting me know I'm on my way, well, then this sounds like a super win-win situation, which is the message, which is the promise. Win-win.
Yes.
Love that. Woo! Yes. Yes. Yeah, baby.
Win-win. Joy, truth.
Yeah, that was funny. That was good. That made me laugh, Cinnamon. Joy, truth, and love song.
I was like, well, let's elaborate on this. So I type in joy, truth, and love, and that's what comes up.
All right. That's because cool.
The all that is communicating with me. And right. It's easy even for the beginner. And how do we know? Well, joy, truth, and love.
Yes.
That's right.
One always leads to the other. Interchangeable. I love that. All right, people. So great to be here with you. And we'll be back again, continuing on with Conversations with God. If you want to follow along in Audible, we're right around the end of chapter 5 right now. And it's just fantastic. It's these messages, these jewels, these gems of wisdom that when I can keep close at heart as I go through life, my life goes better. And so I appreciate our coming together here. Thank you, Cinnamon, for doing what it takes. Salute to you for being here. Until next time, people, this is CoachAMillerLight for Cinnamon.
Remember, love is the answer. Stay tuned. Oh, you look great, Mare.
Okay, thanks. You know, making the decision, is the hair going to go in front or is the hair going to go in back? It always goes in front. What is it, Chili? Where are you? What the freak?
Yeah, where am I?
Those bales of hay. Is that hay?
Yep.
That's classic. Come on. Seriously? Is that a body of water?
That's the road. It rained.
Oh.